we do it. Where you catch us that we be in that pool pit. Always catch a vibe, we a movement. You should just subscribe because we too lit. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, watch them scream out, ah, yeah.
If you can't provide context to what you say, that's kind of fake.
Kind of fake.
It's the Pulpit Podcast, baby. Season 4, episode 98.
Yeah.
What the business is. It's that man with the plan, Big Cam. And that's Cuz with the buzz, Big Bo. And you know we got that food for you. So, for this show, now y'all know we got to do a disclaimer.
Got to do it.
We touch on topics. We touch on certain things that people, sensitive. There's a lot of sensitive people out in this world. People say they could keep it 100 and they stand on business. But a lot of people, when you put them on this microphone where other folks are going to hear them, they kind of tense up. We don't. So for that same fact, I give people the opportunity to turn this motherfucker off.
Turn it off.
If you deem that what we say is a little bit too wild. So without further ado, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast.
Say it once more.
I said, I got to do it. I said, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that. And y'all know, this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity, motivation, inspiration, and love. So y'all know, we always do this thing with love, and we always have to start it off with a weekly affirmation.
What we got
and
here?
I got something for us.
Message.
Here we go. Count your blessings, not your problems. And I just want to say good afternoon to everybody, or a good morning. People in West Coast time might be good morning, wherever you at.
Good morning.
Want to say that. But yeah, count your blessings instead of your problems. That says a lot. Because we all can focus on the negative impact that we got going on in our life. Try something different and focus on what is positive different. And see how life work out for you. All right. We do have a guest on today. This lady, she was on maybe a couple weeks ago, but she definitely was a supporter of the Pulpit Podcast. She heard about the topics that we were going to speak about today and definitely wanted to get a chomp at the bit. We're going to give her a call. But first, I do want to say rest in peace to a legend. I deem him as a legend. He was definitely in a lot of shows I watch. I know y'all seen Jaws. He made Jaws popular. What other movie was he? Iron Eagle. Soldier and the Gentleman. Iron Eagle as Chappie Sinclair.
Enemy Mine.
Enemy Minds. So many movies. Yeah.
Thomas.
So many movies, but we lost a legend, and that's Louis Gossett Jr.
Louis Gossett Jr.
I just wanted to say rest in peace, and let the commemoration of him, you know what I'm saying, and what he done. I know it's been a while since we've seen him on the big screen, but he got some hits, and he definitely got some classics. So
he got classics.
Rest in peace, Lou. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this thing. This episode, definitely gonna be one of them episodes, I feel.
They try to call Lou Gossett's character Uncle Tom.
Wow.
And he was saving his family.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
Not much. You just rocking with them boys on the Pulpit Podcast. What's good with you?
Another day in America.
What's up, guys?
All right, we just enjoying the sunlight beaming in, giving us extra energy. So I got a feeling this episode will definitely be a hype session.
Yeah.
All right, so you can go ahead and let the people know about yourself, what you got going on. You know the drill.
I'm Sarah. I don't have much going on. I'm not very cool, but I do have, I do have a cool kid. His name's Sir Prodigy. He's a local rapper. just kind of starting out. He's a lot cooler than I'll ever be. So
Yeah, and I actually did check out some of his stuff. I definitely got him. I seen one song that you had put up, and it definitely impressed me because I know with the modern style, everybody kind of sounds the same, but I still listen to what the person is saying. And he has some nice bars in there. So yeah, definitely I can see you putting work in there, and just wish the best for your son. All right.
yeah, I was just listening to some of yours too.
Oh yeah, because I'm out here working. You definitely will be hearing. I got a lot of content coming down the pike. That's all I'll say is group
Yeah, I'm
project.
excited for it. I
Yeah.
just started listening to you. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I'm actually excited about this because I think when I did my first album, it was just like to get it out there, you know what I'm saying? Get it off your chest. It's my bucket list, get it done before I die type thing.
Yeah.
Now this one is a little bit like I'm in my bag. You know what I'm saying? As they say, I'm in my bag. Yeah. So we gonna go ahead and get into
Cooking now.
Yeah, we cooking. The beans are getting soft.
The beans are getting soft.
So we gonna get into because we got a nice lineup here, and we all know what the headlines have been about all week long.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is we're going to give everybody their time to just speak on. If you read the document, you can speak on what you read, how you feel about it, and we always preface it as these are my thoughts because none of it's factual yet. All these are alleged allegations. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get into it. We got to talk about the diddler.
The diddler.
All right, so if you guys don't know, if you've been under a rock, so we just give our listeners a chance. If you've been under a rock, the feds, your Homeland Security, did raid 3 homes of Diddy. What was it? The Miami, the New York, and the Los Angeles residents. Of course, everybody get to speculating off of what is and what ain't. Based off that, Diddy has been in the news for like the last 5-6 months, you know what I'm saying, about various encounters and allegations as well. So just to have them actually, speculations, just to see them actually raid it, everybody, oh shit, it's going down. And then another bombshell drop. The courts released the documentation of the 73-page accusations and alleged, interactions from Little Rod, they call him.
Yeah, Little Rod.
Little Rod, you know what I'm saying? So if you read it, cool. If you haven't, so we're going to go ahead, sir, and let you speak about it, because I know you read it just like I read it. So what is your whole take on the Diddy situation, the diddler?
I do not know. I will start, man. I'm going to tell you, it broke my heart. Like, I've been following this for a while. So I reached out to you like, you ever need anybody to talk about it? I'm
exactly,
here.
Yep.
I've been kind of following this even before Cassie, sued him.
Okay.
Even before that, I kind of been hearing this for probably about a year. It's like, no, shut up. Puffy, no.
Yeah.
Whatever, you hate her, And, some things out there are going to be hard for him to prove are not true. Some of them are going to be hard for him to prove they're not true. I hope they're, at the end of the day, I hope they're not. I made a few little jokey jokes, it's easy material, but...
Hell, he been the butt of jokes for the longest.
No pun intended there,
Oh, yeah. I was like, no Diddy, but I ain't going to even go there. Let's say no Diddy. No Diddy.
But man, I hope they're not true. I do. It's just for the sake of the music, and then to hope that some people aren't really this bad. People aren't really this bad.
Yeah, so before I get to Cuz and his thoughts on it, I'll ask you this. If he was found guilty, does that change your perception of the music? Now, we asked this about R. Kelly, but there's some people, he done got found guilty, he in jail for what his actions, and people still listen to R. Kelly. Does that change you to not being a Diddy fan as far as the music side, if he were to be found guilty?
Real honest. I quit listening to R. Kelly, but I don't have it on a playlist.
Okay.
I don't have it on a playlist, but when it comes on, I got it, It's hard to separate the man from the music because the music, you feel it because you connect to the music, it reminds you of your past and why you love the music, but I don't want to pay for him.
Okay.
I'm not going to pay for it.
Okay.
You know, Puff Daddy's a little bit harder because you got Bad Boy Records. You got the start of hip hop.
He's on every
you know?
goddamn thing.
Man.
And like
the
he's been on
classics.
the videos too. Like why are you getting on the videos for one?
Well,
Puff?
he's been
But
on a
that's
lot of
another
shit.
subject,
Yeah.
You know, but that's hard to separate it because it's Bad Boy Records. It's, you know, kind of.
He's
for
just been a
me-
body of music for decades, basically. Multiple decades he's been holding it down. So it's going to be hard to just say, I'm not going to listen to him. You listen to the certain artist, but he's on there. So,
Yeah,
Mary
because
J. Blige,
you know,
Jodeci.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what kind of really put, if you really think about it, that's really when hip hop really became more mainstream, which
Yeah,
was able
facts.
to get out to more people than just black communities.
Yeah. Facts.
You know,
Yeah, he was a
And
part of
so-
that wave.
He was a part of that
Mhm.
wave. Facts.
You know, so that's hard. You can't separate that music. You can't separate that music. I would hate to see. My biggest fear is that this becomes like what happened with rock and roll. Is rock and roll is no more. I don't want to see that happen with hip hop, and I think that's
I don't
one
think.
thing everybody
Yeah, I don't
has to
think.
stand on.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
just say I don't think he is that. He's not that
I
stable
know,
of
but I
hip
think
hop.
that's kind of. I don't either, but they're starting to bring in bigger names. They're bringing in more like Jay-Z.
Okay, you know that. Now the thing is, if it's a lot of big names that are the staple of hip hop, you know what I'm saying, as far as a Jay-Z and its other big, well-known names, you know what I'm saying, that are involved in these type of shenanigans, then that's a different story. But if we're just speaking on what is now and it's just focused on him, then that's just his separate business.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
what do you have on this?
Well, first, you know, since we speaking on the music part, the difference between R. Kelly and Puff Daddy
Okay.
is R. Kelly made songs
Yeah.
catering to women, whereas you don't know.
Like he ready.
You don't know
So
if
if it's talking to a little girl or
talking
not.
to a little girl, or
Yeah.
whereas
Yeah.
Diddy made more popular party, have a good time,
Anthem, party anthem.
You know,
That's what he did. Yeah.
you know, or even some little street stuff, you know,
It wasn't
Good.
romantic. He had
yeah.
a couple of,
Right.
you know. but
he got a couple of, you know, but
matter of fact, with R. Kelly.
even with everything that he's, you know, all these speculation and allegations, he's still, these aren't kids. These are all grown-ups that could have made sound decisions for themselves.
Yeah.
That didn't have to go the route that they went. And they lit some man for some strange reason.
Coerce them. Yeah, coerce
You know,
them.
manipulate them to do all kind of stuff they say they don't want to do, but you did it.
But you did it.
But you did it, and now you want to sue this man. That's weird to me. That's very weird. I don't care. Look, you're not gonna get me to do no pink cocaine. You're not gonna get me to do no Molly's or X pills. Now, if you got something to drink, you got some weed.
You better watch what you drinking at that party.
I'm starting to see that. Like,
shit, you better watch what you drinking.
but I'm saying, I don't know how I can get so fucked up that if somebody says something
I'm
to me,
gonna let it grow. Yeah.
and I'll just let them have at it.
Have at it.
And then the next day I'm cool with it. Like, oh, I got fucked up. I let them have at it. No, I'm about to kill
I'm gonna put up a fight. Yeah.
For one, it ain't even put up a fight. As soon as you speak that type of language and we ain't vibing with it, it's gonna be a check on spot.
If daddy be wanting to party, you gotta tell him no.
There you go.
And I get that too. The temperature check, you know, like, hey, he trying to feel see if you on that. That's cool.
And
That's
now,
cool.
as a man or a
And
woman,
like,
you
hey,
say, nah, I ain't with that. That ain't my
That ain't
vibe.
my vibe. That ain't my lane. I'm cool.
Yeah.
And you do what you do. But like this forcible stuff, I don't get. I don't get how you were producing an album, you were sexually assaulted, and you still completed the album. That does not make sense to me.
No, it don't. It don't. I think so ultimately you have to base it on what are you mad at Diddy about, right? So the other things he's alleged for, the illegal type stuff, that's the problem I have with it. If it's true, right? But we don't know if it's true or not until you go to court and more information and more facts come out about it, you know what I'm saying? And then you can make a real judgment. It was just like with Deshaun Watson. When I told everybody when it came out, I said, wait till I hear hard proof evidence of what it is and what it ain't before I make a judgment call on that. I think the thing is when you read those documentation, that 73 pages, you've always heard people speculate, right? And say, Diddy's this way, the party's just wild. He's into men, he's into that, whatever, right? And that's just really his preference. If he's into men, so be it. That's not a crime. The problem
As long as it's all
is
consensual and they're adults.
exactly, if all is consensual, which, well, one thing, I don't know if he got hidden cameras. Now that's wild. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely against the law. If they said there's and that makes me think about he must be doing something in a bad manner because now that's blackmail. You know what I'm saying? You only got hidden cameras for either some type of deviant trait or you trying to use it as a blackmail thing.
Yeah, I got you.
Period.
There's enough suspicion that Homeland Security raided your home.
Exactly. Somebody came to them with enough information for them to correspond a three location raid at the same time. They don't do that for everybody unless they really, really want. And then somebody said something interesting too. They was like, they're going to get Diddy, but what they wanted to do was when they raided it, they wanted to take all of the evidence against these big wig people and destroy it.
Yeah.
Before he go to court and just put everything on him.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's using as that ploy, you know what I'm saying, to be like, okay, if he think he gonna be okay, he's like, hey, y'all ain't gonna do nothing to me because I got something on y'all.
Some dirt on,
If y'all say I'm this nasty individual and I like to party in this manner, so do y'all.
But
and
you
that's
do too.
athletes,
You like
that's
to party too.
political people, that's, you know what I'm saying, top entertainment people.
And he gave up the goods.
And he gave up the goods.
I'm pretty sure he's got some of that stuff put up somewhere that y'all don't know nothing about.
Exactly. And if Diddy was smart, and I'm just saying, if you're smart, he's been always smart. That's why he's always been a step ahead. If he is doing what he's doing, he ain't been caught all these years, he's staying a step ahead. If he's smart, I wouldn't have that in my house anyway. Yeah, I recorded it, but I put the footage elsewhere, you know what I'm saying? Or it's on a hard drive somewhere, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll never find that because I put it somewhere where you wouldn't even guess it. You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset I would have if I was a criminal doing deviant acts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you sound
gotta,
like one.
You got to think of that mindset.
Like a deviant.
Hey, I'm just being the perspective of a man who, if you was that, I mean, hell, you want to get away with it?
You're
shit.
deviant.
Hey,
yes.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing was where people have been up in arms about it was seeing pictures and seeing videos and hearing names, you know what I'm saying, that you didn't expect, like the Cuba Gooding Jr.'s and other various people
Cuba
involved.
Gooding Jr. been a douche.
But I'm just saying, though, you didn't think he was involved with Diddy. He had his own shit going on. You know what I'm saying? You've been in the news for other shit, bro. You just kind of got into our okay favor again. And now you involved with this, like, my nigga, chill out. But anyway, I just know it ain't gonna blow over. Diddy's out doing his thing right now. He taking pictures. He talking like nothing's going on. You know what I'm saying?
As he should.
As he should. He's got to act like he ain't guilty. You can't see him crying and stressed out.
Learn from Trump.
You got to keep doing what you do until they put you behind the bar.
Right, yeah. Trump got 91 indictments and was like, hey, I'm still running for president.
I'm still running for president.
Hey, you can learn from him like, hey, just go about your day like ain't shit happened.
And so I just think, like, for me personally, if it's just the devious aspect, okay, Diddy, you need to come clean that you like being. And then people be like, okay, he's bisexual, but he still doesn't deteriorate what he's put on hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and what he's done for hip hop. Period. And I think that's what people got to dissect it too. Now, if he's doing something illegal, then you got to pay for that too. It's karma, you know what I'm saying? So until I hear everything, the allegations made me shocked when I heard the shit that was going on and the people involved. And I was just like, well, damn, that's kind of crazy.
Hey, now I'm going to tell you something that I don't like. What I don't like are people making these allegations that Andre Harrell, who is not with us no more.
Exactly. A dead man who can't speak.
He can't speak for any, has groomed this man to be. like, how can you make that accusation? Like Andre Harrell. I mean, it's like clout chasing, like I don't.
Or they just try, exactly. It's clout chasing, and people always trying to be like the person. I put this out first. Like if it does come to light, I put this out first. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's just trying to find any type of connection to it.
Andre Harrell was like one of the best
stand-up dudes. Yeah,
as far as in the music industry, like the dude even took jobs that was less than what he should have been taking, and he took them because he loves music.
It was a stand-up dude.
Like he took assistant jobs even after he done owned a whole record label. He wouldn't been like a assistant to at another label because he loves I don't know, man. I don't like that whatsoever.
Yeah, you shouldn't bring him into the play. I just think another thing is stop bringing up like these kid entertainers, you know what I'm saying, and saying that Diddy did something to him, because my thing is that's a tarnish on their reputation as well as his, because being a deviant, an adult, mature deviant is different than being a pedophile. Let's get that straight. You know what I'm saying?
Way
like,
different.
you know, it's way different ball game. So we talking about he done messed with Usher and he done messed with Justin Bieber. That's taking it on a whole nother level. Until that is proven, like I told you, I don't play with the P word, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that is like reputation tarnishing and demolishing all at one time. And they don't care if it ain't even true. All you got to do is call a person a pedophile, and in somebody's mind, you're that pedophile. And so, I just want the world to be careful when you place that P word on people, unless you have true evidence and facts.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah. And so, funny about pedophilia, that leads us to another topic off of the Diddy topic.
Oh, what's that?
So basically, people were saying, like, in their feelings, because they don't feel like we give the Nickelodeon scandal as much as attention as Diddy's getting. I've seen multiple people put it up. Matter of fact, it's a post that's going around on Facebook and like, y'all saying Diddy this, Diddy that. Make sure why they ain't giving this the same energy. So if you know about the Nickelodeon scandal and all facts of it, speak on it. If you don't, I know, Sarah, you know a little bit about it, so you can go ahead and speak on it, and I'll give my take after everybody else, gets done.
I haven't even watched the documentary all in its entirety. I've watched like bits and pieces of it. I've caught it in passing. I've seen it scrolling through the internet. But I've always heard, I've always heard about some of the scandal, with Nickelodeon. But they just did the whole documentary on it, but also like he hasn't really been accused of crimes.
Exactly.
He's kind of, all in all, he's just kind of been accused of being a little creepy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Also, again, Puff Daddy's a bigger name. I didn't know who the head of Nickelodeon was. And I grew up in the prime of Nickelodeon.
And we all watched this shit. I never knew who the head of Nickelodeon was.
I knew who Dan was because I watched
Dan was on the show, but I watched Head of the Class, but I didn't know he was the head of Nickelodeon. No?
Yeah, I knew. I've been knowing that he was working with Nickelodeon. My thing with the Nickelodeon thing, it's more mental abuse.
Yeah.
It's
he was an asshole and a terrible boss.
Yeah. Somebody is trying to say it was some sexual abuse, but I haven't heard.
But it hasn't been proven.
It has not been proven or whatnot.
They're treading real lightly on it. They're treading real lightly on that.
But he was an asshole. But the thing with a lot of those Nickelodeon shows, and I noticed this years ago.
And it was wild though, bro. The stuff the kids were saying, G.
They had like seriously grown adult.
It was grown topics and innuendos.
Yeah.
My daughter got to watching the documentary, and we were talking about this a little while ago. And I even told her, I was like, I remember the one show Ariana Grande was on.
Man.
And I don't know.
The real perverted scene.
They would purposely put her in like super tight fitting clothes.
And around a whole bunch of dudes. And then they would squirt stuff on their face, almost like cum shots. It's wild.
This is years ago. I didn't even realize it was Ariana Grande.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
I'm like, why do they keep doing close up on this little girl's butt?
Was it Sam and Cat, I think it is? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like they keep doing like close ups on her butt. And I'm like,
they were sexualizing those kids. I think so.
And that might not have been all of Dan. That could have been.
They say because he had unbelievable control. They said he had made some shows, and once he made these shows, they gave him unbelievable control, and it was everything what Dan wanted. The writers, nothing went past Dan. That's what they're saying. He even kind of said that himself. But what I would say is this. I
just watched a video with him where he said that that's not true. Like he had like a 19-minute apology video where he said that.
But you're going to say fakes. My thing is, if that's not true, you come out before the facts. Like, this documentary, you're trying to get ahead of this documentary. It's coming out.
Anybody watched it? We can all say, any of us, we all watched it. I've seen some of the scenes.
Oh, yeah. That's wild. That shit, you know what's crazy? Yeah, I didn't know it was sexualized when you watch it because you're a kid. Like, you don't think, you're not thinking in that mindset unless you're really watching a porno. Your mind is kind of.
That's the thing is that now you got grown men. Adult, you know that these girls, these young girls, are the actors. You got to look at it from the actor's point of view. That we didn't look at it to where it was sexualized.
Exactly.
But these grown men doing it to this child, you knew that it was sexualized. Well, you knew better.
The thing is just like some of the takes. I don't see where you put it in there. Like for example, they was like this one part where it was a Jamie Lynn Spears, whatever, right? You know, Britney Spears' sister was on the show.
Yeah.
And it was this part where this girl is squeezing this tube, right? And all of a sudden, the way it comes on her face is like, and she even said it that the people around the set was like, that's a money shot. And they kept and they kept on saying it, but they rolled with it, right? And as a kid, you probably like, damn, that's funny. You sprayed something in her face. But as an adult, you like,
nah,
hey, that's wild. Not the money shot. I'm saying the way it was innocent, but the adults know what he was trying to. Because if you're an adult writer, why would you write that for a kid?
Man,
for a child.
That's the thing about it. You're writing for kids, not in an adult manner. And what he tried to do was push the envelope of having these kids on the screen saying adult humor, trying to cater to kids and adults. He was just trying to capitalize on all of it, but that looks terrible. Now, when I looked at that, that's what he's guilty of. He's guilty of putting these kids in bad situations as far as their behaviors and what they're saying and what they're looked at and done on television. That's what he was a terrible boss, they said. Yeah. He made women subservient. He talked to them like they was below the earth. They was his humble servants and stuff like that. That's wrong as being a boss. He got fired for that. So when I tell people about the difference between the Diddy situation and him, the guy who actually was the pedophile went to jail. Even though it wasn't long enough, he did some type of, he did some type of time. You know, his name is Brian Peck. He's the one that messed with the dude from Josh and Drake, you know what I'm saying? So, he was the one. So he, went to time. He went to jail for like 5 years, I think it was. It should have been a lot more for what he did to that young man. But he did some type of time.
The other kids on there called him Pickle Boy. Why would you even tell kids to call you Pickle Boy?
Well, that's Dan Snyder's. He was on these shows. I remember this shit though. Back on All That with Kenan and Kel, it was a dude that used to just hand people out pickles. And as a, you know what I'm saying, when you're younger, you're like, oh, you just handing people out pickles. Now as an adult, you're like, that shit kind of like a penis. That's the, you know what I'm saying? It's like the correlation of a penis. Like there's a lot of penis-looking objects y'all are using around here. And y'all basically just try to get over on it. Y'all sexualize these kids at a young age for your own growth and wealth, you know what I'm saying, at that time. That's what Dan Snyder is guilty of. But he's not on the same line as Diddy. And one thing is, Diddy is a name. You know what I'm saying? He is a huge name. And he's attached to other huge corporations. So anything that happens with Diddy versus a Dan Snyder, they're gonna put all the spotlight on Diddy. It's a no-brainer. It's not even racial. It's just he's the bigger catch, the bigger story. Period. So when people say, "Oh, it's racial," you know what I'm saying? They want to make these posts. I feel like that's a little bit of clout chasing, and sometimes y'all just got to tone that everything ain't racial. Sometimes it's just what it is. It ain't always racial because something's happening.
Plus, learn the news cycle.
God damn,
it's so many things going on in the world. Yeah, have you learned about the wars in Haiti?
No, they probably won't.
Do you know anything about barbecue?
That's on the back page.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about barbecue and the wars in Haiti.
Yeah.
Sit and check out everything. It's more than just what's on Twitter, what's on X.
Boy, and I think that's the biggest thing. They don't go to real like news outlets to check out news. They just go to the social media aspects and all these
check out your local news.
The local news.
Do you even know what's going on in your own town?
In your own city and state, your own community. So, people are always occupied and always want to try to find an angle, you know what I'm saying, for race or whatever.
If you feel like there's something wrong or you see things that aren't wrong, get out in your community, make a difference.
Say that. But most people don't want to do it. They only want to do it for face. You know what I'm saying? This is the trending thing to make a comment and say this, that, and the third. Or you feel like you got to be that one person to say, well, what about this? Well, what about that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be that person. So
then get out there and change it. Get out there and change it. Everybody's capable of making a difference. If you see something you don't like, fix it. We can't become victims to our society. You can't. You know, and I speak that as a white woman, you know. I grew up poor, you know. That's, you know, I can't sit around and just blame everybody. I gotta do something about it.
Yeah.
Gotta do something about it.
For real, for real. So I will say this, just off both situations. I hope that Diddy's not found of anything illegal. You know, if you like to party and do your thing,
You like the
these
party?
are adults.
Go. Yeah.
Hey, these are adults. Say no. If you don't want Diddy touching you in that manner, say no. You're an adult.
Say no.
I'm gonna say this because both of y'all have used words that I would never use in this situation, and it's hope. I don't use hope.
Well, that's you.
No, I'm not down. I'm speaking from hope. When somebody is in these situations, it's more like, dude, figure out your game plan. Like if you're gonna do what you're gonna do what you're gonna do and stand on it. Don't be so suggestive. Plus, he's got a whole bunch of people coming at him because he sued them, so they coming at him.
Yeah,
So
that's the reason why it really
so-
put to the forefront.
But I like with them so, you know, I hope people that got bombed in Gaza can survive. I don't, for certain situations.
But say you're in the same boat. I'm not hoping for Diddy I'm hoping for the people that it wasn't nothing like that the people have to go through them terror and traumas. Because you're saying now, if he's in a pedophilia, if he's accused of pedophilia and found guilty, then the kids suffered. So I said, I hope for that. I'm not hoping for Diddy. He's a grown man. You make those decisions. That's on you.
Serious.
I'm not hoping that you don't go to jail or this, that, and the third. I'm hoping that the legal things that you are accused of are very, very. Matter of fact, shooting somebody, killing somebody. That's wild, bro.
Never went through it. I hope that's some serious shit.
That's serious, yeah. That's on a whole nother level.
There are now grown men who went through that. That's, you know, I hope that's not true.
Exactly. You know,
Man.
these, yeah, I hope, like I said before.
You can't get turned out. You was ready to get turned out. I'm sorry. I can't concur with that.
Not if you were a kid, but you know, that's when the blame comes. It's like, that's just a whole nother subject. That's it. What if this is true about Diddy and all the kids?
The only way I can think a man can get,
subject.
so we'll be honest, the only way I think a man can be in that situation to get done like that is if you were drugged. If you had something in your drink, if you know what I'm saying, and whatever, you're not thinking in the right mind because
some of these allegations that they've come out is that these were willing participants in these parties.
Right, so you can't say nothing. If you're willing, then that's what I'm saying.
You willingly did it.
If you willingly did it, now you're mad because you did it, or he didn't give you money because you need some money, or you're not in the position that you thought you were going to be in by doing these acts. Then that's on you. That's adult behavior. Like I said before, now they want to smear
Adult
him.
behavior comes with adult consequences.
Yeah, and the consequences is you let Diddy tap you up, and you didn't get the position you wanted.
You got to ride out with that fella.
It's like being at a job and your boss coming in and say, "Hey,
for all these years, I don't feel sorry for
exactly."
this,
It's like your boss coming in and saying, "Hey, if you top me off, I can see what I can do about that supervisor job." And then all of a sudden, come Monday, they done named another supervisor, and you didn't went ahead and did this, and like, wait,
hang on. She said this happened to all kind of women. Hey, think about all the men for tax season. What we had to do.
That's grown men making grown men decisions.
Get with a non-desirable. He's talking about get with a non-desirable for some money. But like, I ain't got no kids to claim, but I got 6.
You made a grown man choice.
Hey, it is what it is.
Decisions.
Decisions. That's what it is at the end of the day. All right, so we're going to go ahead and lighten the mood. You know what I'm saying? We've been kind of heavy, so we're going to go ahead and lighten the mood. If you could wear only one pair or one style of shoes for the rest of your life, what would you pick? Anybody could jump in there.
I'm Puma.
Puma?
Man, I love Pumas. They so comfortable. Now, you saying just one pair, so I can't.
One pair, so it ain't. You got to find the most comfortable. This is one pair of shoes, G.
I'm going with Puma, man. Puma are comfortable.
You going with Puma?
Now with some
what
Pumas.
You going with, Sarah?
I'm going with Vans. I wear Vans every day anyway.
Vans, okay.
Ones you just slide into. Easy effort.
Oh.
But then, to be practical, like rest of my life might need something more solid. But
see them Vans and them Chuck Taylors.
Flat. You got flat feet. You might well cancel Christmas on that shit, boy.
You cannot play basketball in them.
You can't barely walk in the motherfuckers, let alone. I remember Mikey had us in them Converse. My feet was banging.
For the wedding, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Air Force One, them motherfuckers ain't comfortable neither.
Yeah.
I would
When
say.
I go out and I'm wearing heels, I always have Vans in my purse because
Now I can see you switching from heels to Vans. Yeah, switching from heels to Vans, I can see that. What I would say is this. I would say, because I got some big ass feet, and they motherfuckers is always uncomfortable. All shoes are. But I would say the most comfortable shoe that I think I could rock and get away with, it'd be some size 16 Air Maxes. Because they always was just, and I'll say the Air Max.
Air Max Day was earlier this week.
Yeah, I know. I think Air Max, the 95, I want to say.
The gray and green?
The gray and green was the most comfortable shoes I ever put on.
The Air Max.
I haven't never put on Air Maxes that I've liked.
Tell him that's heaven.
Man, I had the brown and black Air Max 91s.
Just 91s?
The original color was purple and black.
I know what you're talking about.
I got the brown and black. And actually, I got the Charles Barkley, was it the 350s?
The 350s?
And
that's the one with the strap over the top?
Nah, it was the one that had the big old air bubble.
Got you.
I got them first. I busted the air bubble, took them back, and then I got me some Air
Maxes.
Oh man,
felt like heaven, didn't they?
Hell yeah, they felt way better than them Charles Barkleys.
I'm telling you, man, because basketball shoes, they make them a little bit more compact and restricted for that ankle and stuff.
Are they better than the Pumas?
He's already better than Pumas. The Air Maxes.
See, the Pumas are more recently.
Yeah.
But now I've put more thought into it.
Yeah, come on with them air bubbles.
I'm about to say one that y'all gonna be
come
like,
on with
what?
them air bubbles, G.
The Iversons. Not the original Iversons.
The black and gold.
Black and gold Iversons.
I take that back. I take that back. Them Iversons. I know exactly what you're talking about. They got like 4 little pockets. Like if you look up at the bottom of the shoe, they got a whole bunch of little bubbles underneath there for the shoe. I forgot what technology.
You like 3 pairs of shoes. So which one is it?
No, I'm gonna say he brought it up because I can honestly say those Iversons. Black and gold Iversons.
Yes.
I don't know what is the DMX. I want to say it's a new technology they had just put in his shoe. But it's some black and gold Iversons. And if you flip over the bottom of them, it's like bubbles and quadrants of where the support's at. Those were the most comfortable shoes I've ever put on. Yeah. So I'm going to change mine. Huh?
Black and white Iversons?
Black and gold.
Black and gold.
Black and gold.
And not the original version. It was like the second wave.
It's like 3 or 4. Wave. It's like the third or fourth wave.
Third wave of Iversons, but they was black and gold. And those bad boys...
Hey, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said
those
that.
Iversons.
Heaven.
Ooh.
I put them things on. And I want to shout out to Allen Iverson because you got to think about this. In a world of Jordans, in a world of Grant Hills, he came in with Reebok, which wasn't known for basketball shoes really, but Shaq had a thing, but it really didn't jump off like that. Shaq was Shaq. You know what I'm saying? He had the Shaq Gnosis and all that stuff like that, but you only bought the shoe if you was a Shaq fan. Allen Iverson came over and was compete with Jordan for who had the best shoe out there and who was outselling who at that time.
Man, them Iversons sold.
If you don't believe me, I had at least about 4 or 5 pairs of them.
I had the white
and I had Jordans.
I had the white and red.
I had the original. I had the answers, the questions. Then you go to the rest of the 3 and 4 and 5, and I probably stopped around the 5th or 6th of them. But I had like 2 or 3 different versions of each one of those first 3 or 4. I'm telling you. And he did disappoint. The shoe was dope. It looked good. It felt good. It
felt great.
And that's the key. You got me.
Go get you some Jordan 1s. Them motherfuckers feel like Chuck Taylors.
All Jordan Air Force 1s, Jordan 1s, them shits hurt. You can be cute if you want to. Be walking out there with them corn, bunions, and onions.
Yeah, you got to get to Jordan 12 where you get a good shoe.
Shit. And then them motherfuckers started looking real aerodynamic-y, and then them motherfuckers really hurt. They just cut, like, I guess you just don't think motherfuckers got wide feet, I guess. Okay, well, fuck it.
These shoes were made for Jordan. Not you.
Not you. Like FUBU, for us, by us. He'd be like, for me, by me.
What was it? For us, fuck you. What was it?
Fuck you. For us, fuck you. That was on the How High, right?
Yeah, how high. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Okay, before you get out here, Sarah, you thought I was gonna just let you off the hook. Nah, we got a round of Would You Rather because we haven't done a Would You Rather, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
it's
we
been a
get
while.
anxious to hear these questions.
Let's go.
Boom, boom.
All right, here we go. Would you rather have a pet skunk that sprayed you once a month or a pet porcupine that poked you once a month?
A porcupine.
I'm gonna take
I
the
don't
damn.
want to think.
Ooh, shit.
I'm gonna take the damn porcupine.
Yeah, that poke. It said poke.
It's all over.
A damn
I'm not
skunk.
going to be sitting oatmeal baths for the next month.
Yeah, you gotta take a tomato bath.
You can't get that smell off for a while, they said. So, and I don't ever want to have to face it, so I can't even speak on it. All right, here we go. Would you rather the aliens that made first contact be robotic or organic?
The what?
Robotic or organic?
Robotic.
Yeah, like if they were robot aliens versus like the alien on what was that with the Will Smith movie?
What Will Smith movie?
With Alien. The alien
You
that
talking
came
about Independence Day?
Yeah, it was an alien. I was
Yeah,
like, that's what
okay.
they mean. Like
I was like,
that's what they mean. Like that type of alien, or we
He done
come
made a
take
lot
us
of
to your
sci-fi
leader.
movies. Man, I'd rather take an organic motherfucker because it's like
Get the Terminator. He's an alien.
You know,
Shit.
robots like, okay, who built you, bitch? Somebody, yeah, who built you? So
We got to find that guy.
yeah, let's get to your leaders.
All of it's bad, to be honest. But at the end of the day, yeah, I think I'm gonna take the organic. What you got, Sarah?
Robotic.
She said robotic.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, you could be like, hey, I just come in peace. I don't see you as peace. Blow your shit
Right.
up.
That's like, nah.
Just like the Terminator, he was like, terminate. He don't know how to defer. They don't have that ability to reason.
Hey, can I talk to your masters?
No, they're going
Who
to.
built you?
I built myself.
AI motherfucker. Fuck AI.
AI, that's what it's about to do. We about to be having robot aliens on Earth,
Hey, have
goddammit.
you seen the little robot dogs that they
Yeah.
got simultaneously just lifting
Yes.
up?
Dude, they trying to replace us. For real. They trying to replace us if they can, boy. I'm telling you, especially in the workforce. Don't be surprised in like auto industry and the warehouse and logistics that they don't see robots putting them boxes on trucks, picking them orders. We don't need y'all. And they're going to do it at a higher rate and never need a break.
And we don't gotta pay them.
And we don't got to pay them. We just got to pay somebody to fix them
It's
shits.
a one-time fee.
Yeah, so I'm telling you.
At the grocery store when you're just ringing up at the self checkout.
Yep, they're going to get rid of cashiers and whatnot.
I saw this thing. I'm a phlebotomist, and I saw this thing online that showed that they have robots that are drawing blood.
I'm cool on that. Nah, dog. You poke the
You
shit out
can't
of
find my name.
Nah, I'm cool. Motherfucker be like, don't even know how hard you supposed to get poked and just stick the shit out. Nah, I'm cool, dog. Nah, I'm cool. We
That's
won't,
not even my name.
we won't be no guinea pig for that shit. I can tell you that right now. All right, here we go. Would you rather have an odd-shaped nose or odd-shaped ears?
What's odd shape?
Shit, I'm different than what a nose and ears are supposed to look like, I guess. Shit.
You got a beak.
Right, you got a recognizable. That's what they call it. He has a
You
recognizable
got a
feature.
beak. You got a schnoz.
Like you have some Spock ears in a
If we're
motherfucking.
gonna talk like real awkward, real weird, I have to pick my ears because I'm a girl. I got hair. I can cover it.
Good point. What you gonna pick, Bo?
I'm gonna do ears, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll fuck up my
You can't
nose.
hide no nose. Like you got them that disguise thing on. Disguise with the glasses on. No, bro, I'm cool.
Or
I'm
you see
cool.
them dudes that got like witch-like noses, got like it's all wrinkly and got like bumps on
Bad
it.
noses. Bad noses.
You look like the wicked
I got a
witch.
big nose. I got a big nose.
Big noses are not odd shaped. That's the difference. Like if your nose is big, I mean it's just
I just get
proportionate
told
to
I
your
have
face.
a Negro nose. That's all I
What?
get told.
What
I
nose?
get told you have a Negro nose.
A knee.
I get told all the time.
Who says that to you?
Everybody.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I'm
I shit on baby choke on
Man.
a Negro nose. That's like a slave nose when they say Negro.
Hey, That's why I asked who says this.
Right, because at the end of the day, if somebody says the Negro, I get it. They're trying not to say the N-word, but when I think of any person saying Negro, I think of slave.
Go back. Yeah.
And
You
now,
said, nigga, I got a slave nose?
and now my daughter, it was some commercial, something came on, they said Negro. And my daughter was like, can they say that?
That's
I
the
was
way
like,
to
yes.
say it.
Yes. I was like, Negro is not
That's
wrong.
the politically correct way to say it, as they say anyway. And it's funny because the Hispanic culture, their word is Negro. That's black.
Yeah, that's black.
So it's a derivative of that, basically. That's why it's okay
Yeah.
to say. All right, so we'll go ahead and get into this. Would you rather have a daughter who had Hold on. Would you rather have a daughter have Hulk powers or a son with Beyonce's talent?
Okay, what are the options?
Would you rather have a daughter have Hulk powers, so means she's strong as all get out, or would you rather have a son with Beyonce's talent?
I'm gonna take the daughter that's a badass.
I'm going to take the son with Beyonce's talent because we're going to make millions.
Millions upon millions.
I think the daughter that's badass. Nobody's ever gonna mess with her.
Nah,
You
ain't
know,
nobody
she's
gonna
always
mess with her. She's
good.
throwing motherfuckers.
Hey, she going to get in debt. She's knocking down buildings. They like, you're
The whole powers was like, I tried to touch him and I killed my boyfriend again.
yeah, you know.
Does she look like a girl? Like, does she still look like a girl?
Yeah, but I mean, you got super.
Hey,
But
don't
then it's
let her.
like that superpower.
But she
you know?
got
Then she
superpowers
turns
though.
into
Like,
him.
but in the day, she hugged a regular man and crushed his whole body. Like, god damn.
Hang on. I got a teenager. Don't let them PMS. And she got Hulk powers. She's going to tear up the damn
That's like
restroom.
PMS times 20.
She going to tear up the house.
Roar.
Yeah, no. Get your shit together.
I'm just saying the thing about it is, how many boyfriends would she kill accidentally? She'd be like, I just tried to give him a hug and I crushed his ribs.
Man.
That's the fourth one this week.
Let's not talk about that. These dudes been coming at my daughter lately.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's part of growing up, man.
Yeah.
And once they start telling her she all beautiful, then they gonna
Yeah, they
change
are.
it. Then they gonna change her whole mindset of how she cares. So that's what Two did. I promise you, I watched it. I said, Two, you messed. I last time she had rode with me like a while back, and I was taking her back over to my mom's house where I had picked her up, and I said, Two, any boys at school liking you? And she was like probably like maybe 10 or 11 at the time. She was like, ugh, boys, what? And that's I was like, good, great answer.
Hey, 16.
The next time we had a talk was probably about 14-ish, 15-ish. Two, hey, boys liking you? Yeah, I got a boyfriend. What? You got a boyfriend? Where was I at? And then Kelvin was like, yeah, I'm sick of this shit. My brother, he was like, that's his mama doing. But that's what happened. She didn't like boys. And all of a sudden, boys started telling her she looked good. Then Two started dyeing her hair. She got rid of her glasses. She started getting her nails done. Now she's all prissy. She used to be a tomboy. Now she's all prissy. It just happens. Once they start filling up their head, boys have power, women have power. It's as simple as that. All right, what we got next? Okay. Would you rather have 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife, or always have a knife but never be able to use spoons?
I'm gonna need a spoon because I can just pick things up and bite it. I'll just pick up a steak.
He's like, this guy got 10,000 spoons on
But
me.
you can't eat cereal with a knife and a fork, you know?
You can eat cereal with your hands.
Shit.
Just pour the whole bowl in your mouth, you can eat.
Man, it's hard to spread jelly with a knife.
I do a spoon.
Yeah.
I do a spoon,
I
actually.
get food. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna take them 10,000 spoons. I'm gonna be like Cole on Martin. I'm gonna get some rental spoons. I'm gonna start renting them out to the motherfuckers who can't use them. Matter of fact, if you pick the second part of this equation, I will sell you some of my 10,000 spoons.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the spoons.
We're gonna go with spoons. We got one more, and we're gonna let you get on your way. Would you
Okay, let's have
rather be trapped inside a video game or have that video game come to life in the real world?
Pixels.
Oof. It's kind of the same thing. You're trapped in the video game, or the video game comes real life.
If the video game came to real life, that could be just the characters coming to the world. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why I said pixels.
But if you're inside their world, shit's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to jump and fly around and run around and have superpowers, I guess you want to be there. But also, I mean,
Yeah.
You
I
also got
gotcha.
like big fucking dragons, Koopa. You know what I'm saying? Coming chasing after you. It's a lot in a video game.
I'd rather
You got to
be
deal
here.
with King
Yeah,
Koopa.
I think I want to stay on Earth. And if I see Mario out there, I hope he's a nice Mario and don't
Man.
use a super power. I hope he don't shoot a fireball at me. Shit, I'll take my chances with this Mario on Earth. He probably try to adapt to what we doing. But just imagine fucking you go to the Mario world and you sit there
you're
and
like-
just chilling. You walking out and all of a sudden,
8-bit
ha
digital.
ha ha. And you got this big ass dragon. Ha ha ha. You can't pass. Well, I got to get to the grocery store. Ha ha ha. You can't.
I want to see what I look like 8-bit digital. I want to
Me
see.
too. Me too.
A whole bunch of boxes, big
Yeah.
boxes, a blog of boxes, big boxes.
I want to be 8-bit.
It's like these the biggest boxes we ever seen on a video game.
Hey, he's 8-bit.
All right, but then go ahead. Like I said before, the would you rather's are hilarious. It's just something to just put. It's like the cherry on top of all the bullshit we talk about. So we're gonna let you go ahead and get on your way. I do appreciate you. I will say this. I do
Yeah.
appreciate how you rep
Yeah.
us, how you show love to us, and you're
Yes.
always a great guest, and we truly appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's always a good time.
All right. Well, we enjoy the rest of the day. Get out there and check out that 72 weather.
Yeah, it's nice.
You guys too.
We
It
finally
is nice. I've been
springing.
sitting out
We
here the
finally
whole time. I know.
springing.
It won't last long, but I was just saying.
Well, matter of fact, look,
It's
it's
a
funny.
love bomb. It's a love bomb.
When I was talking to her earlier, we was talking about it's almost like Indiana weather is the accumulation or the correlation of if you went on a vacation and
You know what
met
this
somebody and you partied with them for a whole weekend, and by the time Sunday came, you said, well, it's over. That's how it is. We got hot weather
Don't get
now.
too attached.
By the middle of the
Don't
week,
get too
we'll have
attached.
snow.
Yeah, we shall see.
You know what it is.
April Fools.
Hey, it is what it is.
It has snowed
Well,
on
thanks for-
April Fools.
But all right, go ahead and
Yeah,
enjoy the rest of your day.
You guys have a good one.
All right, thank
Be
you.
careful.
Bye.
Bye. All right, so once again, we do what we do, bringing another great episode.
we not done.
Yeah, we are done.
Man, we got to at least talk about March Madness. It's a lot
Oh
going
man,
on.
I like to say it's a lot. It is a lot going on in March Madness. I guess you can talk about who got upset last night. Well, Duke
Duke's still
upset
in
at
it.
Houston, which was pretty decent.
I don't think that's an upset.
I think so because they had Houston in number. It's the upset is number one. It's got to be upset. That's the number one seed going out.
But I never believed in Houston.
And they probably wouldn't have won if
And
old boy
Houston
got
got a
hurt.
bunch of
If
injuries.
Snead hadn't got hurt.
Yeah, no, Houston got a bunch of injuries.
But I mean, he got hurt in the game. Actually,
he got hurt in the
you know what I'm
game.
saying? So if you got a number one seed versus a number 4 seed, no matter how you look at it, you know what I'm saying, as their conferences or whatever, that's an upset. And I think, did another number one go down? Or did no?
Nah, Purdue, UConn, they still in it.
But North Carolina lost, right?
Yeah, North Carolina lost.
That was
to
the number
Alabama.
one, right?
Hey, and this is what I want to say. They always say in March Madness, it's the guards game. It's the guards. Hey,
The big man
that
from
big man for Alabama.
Alabama,
won
he was
that
balling.
game.
He won that game.
He won that game on both
Because he was
sides.
guarding the center for UNC
Armando,
good. Yeah. Armando, he was guarding him good. They shut down Davis, you know what I'm saying, as a guard. So, yeah, there was a good game plan. They just made sure everybody else was shooting besides those two. And that's a good game plan. So, we're getting close to the nitty gritty. Oh, shout out to NC State. They got a big dude. And if you play basketball as a big dude, he kind of like,
NC.
it's NC State, right?
Yeah, North Carolina.
Yeah, Burns
first
Jr.
I thought you said Tennessee. I was
Nah.
like, Tennessee State?
Not NC
Nah,
State.
NC,
yeah, NC
yeah.
State, Burns Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, big dude. Hey, I had to take it back. I was talking about him because he was so big and didn't look athletic. He's a hooper. He
Get out
actually got
there.
a soft touch. Hey, he nice with it, really. So, but I'm more, like I said before, I said this last week, I am more into the women aspect of it this year for some reason. And I just seen earlier, LSU, you know, they pushed their way into, what is it, the Final 8 now? Or
Yeah,
in
it
the
should-
Final 4?
Yeah, it should be the Elite Eight.
Yeah, Elite 8, I think it is. And they just beat a tough team in UCLA. You know what I'm saying? UCLA gave them all they could at the last second. They pulled it out and won by like 5 or 6 points. Caitlin Clark is playing right now, which I hope they do beat Colorado because I would like to see LSU
Yeah.
versus Iowa.
Hey, man.
It's a rematch of what happened last year. And you know it's bad blood. You know how the media
Yeah,
spent it
yeah.
all between Caitlin Clark and Angela Reese. So that's going to be good. South Carolina ultimately is kicking everybody ass, to be honest with you. They had a hard game though. IU, hey, shout out to IU. IU played hard.
Women's, they got a good.
They got a good squad.
They've had a good squad.
They was
for
down
a few
17
years.
and they came back and made it a respectable game.
And they've went through multiple coaches and still been good. The IU women's basketball squad is pretty good.
Shout out to UConn too for Paige Beckers coming back from all those injuries and still hooping and being at the top of her game. So shout out to that.
But the UConn men's,
I don't want to talk about that. That's
why
like,
don't you want to talk about?
I'm just saying because that's unbelievable, dude. Like their squad is unbelievable. When I say that, they're probably going to win easily. They've been spanking. They've been spanking folks.
They've been doing this for 2 years.
It's dominance.
It's a whole
dominance.
Like, how do you lose all 5 of your
and
starters?
Still come back with a whole
new
nother
squad.
So now that comes to coaching. That's when you start looking at him as one of the great coaches because there's no way you can lose 5 top people, interject 5 new people, and still kick ass. They kicking ass, taking names. Like, seriously.
Yeah, they
making it be like, if you didn't put UConn on your bracket as going to the championship, you was a fool.
Yeah.
For real.
I want to see UConn and Purdue.
The Purdue surprised me. They got a whole team. Like
they got a squad.
Shooter. I had never watched Purdue. The point guard
Hooper.
He
might be a pro.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was a pro his freshman year.
He was. He had
the way he controls the tempo of the game.
He can assist. He can score.
He might not be a star, but
on somebody's team, you could. Yeah.
He's turning into a pro.
What I say is this also too, though. You never know what a person is going to do when that floor opens up in the NBA level. Because I never thought Jalen Suggs, from what I seen with UConn, was translated to the NBA.
Jalen Suggs, you talking about
Gonzaga. But I'm saying he left and with how he played, he was top dog, you know what I'm saying, in college, but I didn't think it was going to translate to the NBA.
You talking about Jalen Suggs, the point guard?
Dude, yeah, he went to Orlando Magic. Yeah, he wasn't good at first. Matter of fact, he was on the bench to folks.
Yeah, he wasn't good.
He wasn't good, but now he came in. That's what I'm saying. Now he is a top defender. They talking about him. He's a scorer. You know what I'm saying? He's in the starting line.
Too we have to deal with the NBA.
Yeah,
is how young these guys are
when they come in. Exactly.
Like I want to talk about Ime Udoka, what he's done with Houston. It's not being talked about enough.
Well, I can't really talk about they on 11-win streak. If they get into the playoff or the play-in, then we can talk about them.
I mean,
I don't know if they're gonna push out the Warriors, but they could push out the Lakers because a lot of people fall into the wayside. Yeah. So, hey.
but what he's done with this team, how many games they win last year?
He's definitely improved.
Yeah, no, he's improved this team.
That's what I'm saying, coaching. You can see the perfect example, just like when I said about the Bucks. How they needed a new coach and how they would play differently.
Doc Rivers.
He gave him some time. He acclimated his system. They understood what he wanted from them. You know what I'm saying? They brought in Patrick Beverly. They made a smart move. Because Patrick Beverly's in that I guarantee you that ear. Hey, we ain't going to be punked out here. On no team Patrick Beverly's on, the people ain't getting punked. Because he going to make sure of that. So coaching matters. And when people think you can just have players and have a subpar coach and you win, for example, look at the Phoenix Suns. Because how he lets them play instead of being on their ass and telling them, look, we need to pass the ball around. Bradley Beal needs to get involved. Why KD and Booker always got to isolate to take shots?
You got all these talented players and
y'all losing. Y'all playing ISO ball. Y'all don't even get easy buckets. Y'all have to work for everything you get, bro. That's coaching. So probably, he said.
And I love Frank Vogel, but he's not done.
But it's the reason you lost your job.
Yeah, he's not done.
You lost your job in nice spots and you lost your job. It's a reason. If you can't make Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers, hoop, you don't need a job in the NBA. That's plush.
Like Phoenix should be up there with the Pacers. It's the Pacers is the top 5
Pacers on their way.
Scoring team.
Pacers is on their way to being more looked at as legitimate contenders. Right now, they're exciting.
Yeah,
they're fun. They might make the playoffs.
They're going to win some games.
You got to win those games. You got to win some games in the playoffs to make people really feel you. But they're on their way. Once they see the one-trick pony just being fast and up-tempo, but they actually install some defense and they actually install some certain philosophies that can that are bred for champions, whatever. That's when the Pacers will take their next step. But at least they're exciting. There's some teams that are crap, you know what I'm saying, that people paying for. And shout out to Wemby, too. Wemby is definitely impressing me.
The rookie has stepped up, man.
He's definitely impressed me. Man. He's went against the top competition as Giannis, as a KD, and he just showed his ass. Matter of fact, he just scored, I think, 40-something points, his career high. the other night before. Jalen Brunson is something to look out for. Jalen Brunson is unbelievable. He had 61. You know what I'm saying? And coming from Dallas Mavericks, you didn't think that man was going to do that. I didn't think he was worth the money at first when New York, but they knew something we all didn't know.
I've always liked Jalen. I liked
he was a hooper, but I didn't think he was going to be I didn't think he would be a top player.
I didn't think he would be a scorer like he is.
I didn't think he would be the leader of the team. That's what I'm saying.
I always thought he was
for Villanova, of course,
a legit, true point guard.
Yeah, but I didn't think like if you send him to a team, you would have thought he was a first name legit. Nah,
I thought he was more of a 11-12, gives you 11-12 points, 7 assists, control the tempo of the game. But now he putting up 27 a night.
So like I said, the NBA is shaping up. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that plays out. The play-in, we got people dropping in different spots. Matter of fact, the Sacramento Kings just dropped to 8 when they was at 6 because they got beat by the Dallas Mavericks.
The West?
And shout out to Dallas Mavericks because I want to say this because everybody shits on Kyrie Irving about whatever reason they, basketball and whatever his beliefs are, They forgot how dope this motherfucker is on the court.
Kyrie is hard.
He's a hooper. And Luka Doncic is a hooper. Man. And they figured it out. Not my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. It's more fluid now, and they're hooping. They're in the 6th spot and can keep moving up. Watch out for the Dallas Mavericks in the playoffs. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
So we wait, and then the play-in is like the Suns, the Lakers, the Warriors, and the Kings right now.
Now, this is something that I love. I don't know if Charles Barkley said it a couple weeks ago. It's either Charles Barkley or Kenny Smith, but they stated to the young fellas to OKC Gilgeous, I can't think of her.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai to Anthony Edwards. To this is y'all time because
this is time to take over.
Because
the rest of them are falling in the wasteland.
These Hall of Fame players are set up where they're
on their way out. They're in the twilights of their career.
This is your time now.
Yeah, now it's your time to take over. To step up. The top people that's be stepping up. Jason Tatum. The Jaylen Browns. The Anthony Edwards. The Shai Gilgeous-Alexanders. Who else would I say that's probably in that realm of Luka Doncic? You know what I'm saying? Those are the top tier people that it's time. And as far as, you got your Embiid, you got your Jokic, you know what I'm saying? But they've already kind of put their stable down as what they are. If you want to take over this league, it's for the opening. Because LeBron and Steph on their way out. And if you look at the games, you see the 2 top dogs are just trying to be in the play-in to try to get in the playoffs.
Trying to get in the play. I mean, KD.
When would you ever thought?
KD in there.
KD. When would you ever think that those 3 alone would not just have a playoff spot already locked up, but they are playing just to try to be in a play-in to try to get in. They're playing in a fantasy situation that was made up literally to other NBA players. They ain't even in the playoffs. To be honest, this is something that they made up just to keep, so they wouldn't be out of the playoff. So you wouldn't have to not see LeBron. So you would not have to see Steph. You at least get to see him for a game and give him an opportunity to see more games. So that's what that was built on. But like I said before, it is 72 degrees out here in that town. So we're going to get out and enjoy this weather. And we will catch y'all on the next one. Yep.